Well, hey folks, my name is Brad.
And Chris.
And today we are very far south from Vermont. We are in North Carolina for DIGSTOCK, one of the largest metal detecting events in the United States. And it's actually a week-long event, but we're only here for one day before we have to drive all the way back home. So we're gonna make the absolute most of it. I don't even know how many thousands of acres we have access to today, peppered with old home sites, new home sites, plantations, but we found our way to the oldest one we could figure.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what we can find here today. Chris did not bring the trophy once again, so we're not gonna have a huge competition between the two of us today. We're just gonna say the oldest object is the winner. Maybe there'll be a prize. We haven't figured that part out yet.
The loser has to drive all the way home.
Okay, we're gonna get started. See what we can find.
So we're out here in the field. Brad is over there somewhere. And I found my first non-ferrous target. It is smashed, but it is a brass thimble. Little thimble. That's my first. So yay for me.
All right, well, we've been here maybe the half an hour. I don't know how Chris is doing. I found not much. Modern nickel and a whole lot of aluminum. But I just got my first pretty nice find. Now, when I first found this, I thought it was going to be like a hook screw. But as I cleaned it off, it's obvious now that this is a fragment of a jaw harp. You can see down here, this part is broken, this part is broken, but this was a musical instrument. You put it up to your mouth and there's a little thing that you would flick. And this could easily be 1600s. This site, we were told, is from the 1600s. Likely colonial times, 1780s maybe, but gets my hopes up for what else we might find in this specific spot. But there's so much land here, we're probably gonna take off and explore those other areas a little bit later, but awesome find.
Back again. I've only walked like 10 feet. And check this out. Sterling. Piece of jewelry. Might not be that old, but it's something.
Hey buddy, what'd you get?
So, a coin.
What?
I got excited, but it's like a 1940. And then I found this little guy. Silver.
No.
Yeah.
Holy, did you really just find this?
Yeah.
That is awesome. Good for you. Wonder what it was.
It's silver.
You've got the find of the day.
So far. Hey, it's just started. So we'll see what we'll come up with.
So Chris and I have been humming and hawing over here about what this thing is. If it's aluminum, I don't think it's aluminum because I can't bend it. And when you look at this side, it just looks like a silvery colored blank circle, disc. And that's what I thought it was, like a punch out of something aluminum, a cap or something. But then I flipped it over and there are clearly hand engraved letters. Poorly done. They're not centered, but it looks like a J-O. I've never found one, but it's common, or it was common, to kind of flatten off one side of an old coin, an old silver coin, and then engrave something in it, like a love token. I've never seen one flattened on both sides so that there was nothing visible on the other side like this one is.
Here's your love token.
Oh, you got this for me?
America, right on it. Beer
Yeah,
can.
yeah, I know what it is. It's a beer can. But I'm gonna venture a guess and say that this is a silver love token, unknown date. You can't tell what coin it used to be, but it is quite small, maybe like a half dime.
that's a real button or not. Brad will be able to take a look at it. Looks like there's writing on it. It's probably something just like Wrangler's jeans. Who knows?
Well, we seem to find these everywhere. Chris actually already found one of these earlier. He found a much larger one, I believe. But this is just the top of what seems to be a very thin thimble. Now we are in a field. It's currently a field. And this could very well have been here while this was a field, but there was a home here. I think it was the end of the 1600s, early 1700s. So it could have been dropped by folks here living in a home as well. The story goes, people will be out here maybe harvesting cotton, putting them in large bags, and then they would have had thimbles to push needles to sew up the bags. It's hard to say if this one was used for that or if it was used for just mending clothes when the home was here, but it's certainly an old thimble. We found 2 of them now in just a very small area, so common find for old sites, but still exciting. This was on somebody's finger hundreds of years ago as they were working, doing their daily tasks. Pretty cool.
Hi, Bradley.
Oh, hey, nice shirt.
Still available.
GMMD.US.
There you go. Yeah, I haven't, it's can slaw, like, for the last
Tons of
2 hours. And I finally got a non-ferrous target. You can see the little reed guy.
What note?
Yeah, so,
Sounded like a B flat to me.
yeah, so at least there's still some stuff out here.
Yes, definitely. We just have to keep digging up more can slot, and every once in a while, it'll be a treasure.
Just keep swinging, just keep...
So Chris and I have not left yet. When we started here, there was probably 40 people. There's an old home site here. But over the course of the next maybe 2 hours, everybody's gone. Just me and Chris are left. But we're still finding stuff. It's hard when there's so many options and places to go. I don't even know how many thousands of acres are available to everybody today. But when you have that many options, it's hard to kind of stay focused on one spot. We're doing our best. We've talked about leaving several times. But anyway, I just found a tiny little brass item, which is kind of hard to identify if I had not found more of this same thing, I don't know, 200 feet that way. It's 2 pieces of the same tiny little pocket knife. Now up in the mountains of Vermont, where I spend the majority of my time, I like to speculate if it was lost or thrown away. The blade is out and broken off. Typically they just toss it. Can't see a blade on this one, so I can't even speculate. Likely it was dropped whole and then the plow chopped it up into little pieces over the many, probably 100 years. Looks like people are starting to come back. I better get back to work.
Hey,
What's up?
this is Matt, one of the owners
Uh-huh.
of DIGSTOCK Events. What have people found today?
Man, I've seen all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen Spanish silvers and Confederate buttons and bullets and canister shot, and Brad's got an awesome love token. I mean, I've seen all kinds of like phenomenal finds.
And we're not even through the first day yet.
Nope, not through the first day.
How many days is it?
It's 5 days. And we've got another 2,100 acres come Thursday and Friday that hasn't even been hunted yet.
So if you are interested in metal detecting, you should definitely come.
Absolutely. DIGSTOCK is like the premier metal detecting event. If you're interested, www.digstockevents.com.
Well, it is heating up considerably. Chris and I have both shed our jackets. It was like 37 degrees this morning, but I don't know what it is now. 80 something. Anyway, we've moved away from that first place we started. You can see this giant plantation behind us. And I just got my first really nice target, and it happens to be a coin. I haven't really got a good look at it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be an Indian head penny. Yeah. Looks like 1893. And we were commenting earlier, the soil here it's like beach sand. Less than an inch of topsoil and just beach sand. So it's so easy to dig here, and everything's coming out in like perfect condition. And looking at this Indian head penny, this is no exception. Looks beautiful. 1893. I don't know if that's the oldest thing. It's definitely older than a wheat penny.
You're older than a wheat penny. Hi.
Oh, hey.
Let me start some fires. Not old.
Who knows? They had those 100 years ago.
Did they? Not like this.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it predates matches. It's flint and steel, right?
Yeah. So,
I actually have no idea on the history of those. It could very well be old.
We
I mean,
used them
probably
at
probably not colonial, but
yeah.
you know.
We used them at the steel mill where I worked and stuff. So
you were familiar with what it is.
yeah, it's the only way I knew. Otherwise, I'd be like, ah.
That's pretty cool. Anyway, we made our way to a new field, an adjacent field, and there's been a bunch of crazy stuff found over here. Cut Spanish coins, other silver coins, coppers. So Chris and I moseyed on over to try our hand, and we've been here for a while. And I just got my first actually old find. There's tons of great targets, but it's either aluminum or bullets or modern stuff. But this is my first old thing, and it's a nice one. You can see here, at first I thought maybe it was a buckle, but I am fairly certain, man, that is pretty, that this is a watch winder. Jeez, Chris comes over here 5 feet away, digs a target.
Hi. Yeah, that totally is it. I got one just like it at home.
So pretty, right?
Yeah. On the other side, it was like,
Yeah, it almost looks like there's text. Almost. But back in Victorian times, folks would have pocket watch usually, and they hadn't figured out how to have the thing that you pull out and then wind and then push back in again to start the watch. That mechanism hadn't been invented yet, so they had to have a key with them to wind up their pocket watch. I don't know if they would carry them around with them though. I mean, that seems like something that you would do first thing in the morning, but there was a home right here. And this is a very, very pretty old watch winder. What'd you find? What did you steal from me?
I was looking for the pocket watch of your find.
You were looking for the pocket watch?
But I found a, what are they called, buckball?
Oh, you found a little bucking ball? Back in the musket days, there was a thing where you would have a big old musket ball with 3 indentations in it, where 3 smaller balls would sit, and they'd shoot that, and it would, you know, like a shotgun kind of. But anyway, this is a great find, and it is winding down to the end of the day, so if this is the last one, I'd be more than happy with this, but got a couple hours left, so who knows what could happen. We just had some excitement, some firearm excitement.
Yeah, I almost thought I got something that belonged to a gun, but I guess I just have to light my candle.
But no, you called it. It's a handle, or it's a I don't know what you'd call it. A finger
holder.
For a candle holder, candlestick dish.
Jack be nimble, Jep be quick. Jack. minutes.
He didn't make it over that one.
No, I didn't.
All right, folks, well, please excuse the road noise. We're right next to a highway, but it is the end of our day, end of our trip here in North Carolina. We're both exhausted and sunburnt.
Yep.
But we had an absolute blast. Can't thank the DIGSTOCK guys enough for putting on an event like this so that everybody can have a chance at finding awesome stuff. We have our little pile of awesome stuff we found today right down here. Let's go take a look. All right, and here are all of our best finds for the day. Just kidding, this is the junk pile. And here we have our real pile of little treasures, complete with a sprig, I'm not sure if that's the correct terminology, of cotton balls, which a couple Yankees like us blowing our minds.
Yep.
We were joking all day how we hadn't found any utensils, but I rounded out the end of the day with a beautiful spoon bowl. As far as spoon bowls go, that's one of the best I've seen. I think probably my favorite finds is the jaw harp. That watchwinder is a beautiful one. And obviously the love token, which after speaking with some other people, maybe wasn't even a coin. The edges are a little bit sharp. It seems like maybe it was punched out of some silver stock, maybe for the purpose of being just a love token. It didn't start its life as being a coin. It's hard to say. A whole bunch of buttons over here. I did find a parasol slide, a bunch of little bucking balls, and a pocket knife. And a thimble. Chris also got a fragment of a thimble, although it's completely different style and size, and even the patina is different. A harmonica reed, 4 buttons, and your really cool.
Yeah. That's my first. That and the thimble were my first, so.
Whatever we decided this thing is called. Great day, worth traveling to North Carolina for, especially all of the people that we ran into and had a blast talking to, and the food for sure. All right, folks, well, when we started the day, we decided we were going to have a competition. The oldest item won something, which we never decided on.
No.
As far as the things we found, there's really no definitive way to say what is the oldest thing. Could it be your candlestick holder? Could it be my jaw harp? Who knows? So, in the end,
we're both winners.
We're both the winners.
Yeah.
We had a blast in North Carolina. If you enjoyed today's video, I post a video similar to this every single Friday. So if you liked what you saw, consider subscribing to see more. We'll see you next week.
Bye.